Hello everyone, and welcome to the Glassmith Podcast, where we're going to be talking about Cannanews, glass, and everything the Glassmith. My name is Tanna, and right now I'm here with the Glassmith himself, Billy, and our special guest. Billy, take it away.
Hey Tanna, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing awesome, Billy. How are you?
Man, really good. Happy to be here. I've been blowing glass, owning a smoke shop for a long time, but this is the time that we decided we'd have the first #1 Glassmith podcast. So I brought on my homie Johnny to make sure that we kick this shit off right.
What's up, Billy? How are you doing today, my guy?
Really good.
Awesome. So we're super excited about this podcast. There's many more special guests to come and lots of exciting news to hear about. So stay tuned as we go into Cannanews. All right, so this week in Cannanews, over $3 million worth of bud was seized from a Dublin port in Ireland. Isn't that crazy?
Well, in reality, that shit's fucking bullshit. Like, it was only 313 pounds.
Only 313
so when
pounds?
you do the math out, Johnny, what's the math on that?
That's $10,000 a pound.
I think 600 pounds at $10,000 a pound, which, as you know, here in the States.
Insanity. Here
in the States, I think weed's cheap now. Like, you can get bulk weed like $600, $800, $1,000 a pound at the max. So over there in Europe, it might be triple or three times. Like, it could be triple or 4 times as much, but still not anywhere near the value they're saying.
10,000 a pound just sounds ridiculous.
It's crazy that the cops over there are like just like the cops over here, like trying to extort their numbers, make everything sound
like
better.
Like
that
that one
really
meme
is.
with everyone behind, all the cops behind the table, and then it's like all this like bud, but it's just shake on the table.
Yeah, and they're like holding down the scale like with their finger to like make it heavier.
I've never seen that meme.
It's a funny one.
All right, and so now we're going to talk about our second segment in Cannanews.
Smoke weed every day.
So guys, on to our next story. This week, the bill in Minnesota has been passed on to the governor's desk about them legalizing recreational pot. If this passes, they will become the 23rd state nationally to do this. So we're almost halfway there. Johnny, I know you definitely have some opinions about this. What do you have to say?
I think that's a little scary.
Why?
I'm just worried it's taking it out of the hands of the little people, like the people like us and like where we get all of our bud from. Like, this is all grown locally and like it's fresh and like I know who's making it. Versus like whenever it's like in the hands of somebody like that, like I'm worried it's only gonna go to the rich people who like go and like they just like want to make the money.
1%.
Well,
yeah.
Look, so my argument is that here is this product that is a legally grown product in the state of Texas by the laws of the land, therefore making it better than all the black market bullshit you see on the fucking streets. Like, do you want to be fucking smoking cartel weed?
You want the accessibility of it.
Do you want all sorts of BGs in your shit? Like,
I don't
you know
know.
what I mean?
Maybe
like,
I do though.
Well, like, why? You don't think there's like such like higher standards in the legal states?
Okay, I see that. I kind of think that like overall, maybe like federally legal is what we should be striving for, as opposed to just looking at all the states legalizing it. Because if it was federally legal, it could all be done by like one corporation, such as the federal government.
So you're trying to say that like, so that those good people, like those like that crippled elderly lady in Minnesota, like St. Paul or some shit, like she can't go to the dispensary, so she has to go to the corner to buy her high grade marijuana.
No.
Telegram?
Have you heard of this cool product that's come out though? It's called THCa. She could buy this legally.
You think in all 50 states?
All 50 states. It's federally legal.
Huh.
I think New Mexico has put a certain ban on it, but I do believe it's still legal federally.
Well,
okay.
let me add to this in one final
Okay.
way. Know your hemp rights.
For sure.
You know, like, what you're smoking is hemp, and the reason it's hemp is because it's less than 0.3% Delta-9 THC.
Okay.
So as long as you know this and you have a basic understanding, when you get into a confrontation with law enforcement officers,
Okay.
you're fully able to say, I know my hemp rights, sir. Have a great day.
Because not only do we have amazing products like that, but we also have some really cool staff picks that we're about to talk about now.
What are the staff picks?
So one of our staff picks, which was one of my staff picks actually, is this Luca Bear. It's a battery charger for your cartridges. I don't know if you can see it very close, but they're bear shaped. You just put the cart right on the top of
cool.
it. There's a power button that's like shaped as its nose. All of the lights are different shapes as well. They come in different colors. I also really like the Luca brand. They make some cool glass as well, so I really trust their product. And I've had one for about a month now, and it's been really consistent. I'm a dropper. I drop all of my things a lot. I'm just clumsy, but it's held up pretty well so far. And it takes, I believe, 2 different types of chargers, so you're bound to have one of them. And it even gives you a little battery light that shows you how much battery you have left. So there's really no excuse for not knowing how to work it. Luca Bear. Our next staff pick was actually one of Johnny's staff picks, which is this raw ashtray right here. Johnny, if you want to talk about that.
Dude, I worked really hard to find this. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's something I saw Josh post on his Instagram.
Josh who?
Josh Kesselman. That's
Of Raw.
hopefully like gonna be a guest of ours. But
One day.
I don't know. I just had to pick it because like it's like sturdy. Like as far as like a tray, like a little ashtray goes, it's sturdy and it's even got little spots to rest your joint.
It looks classy too.
Yeah, it's definitely
I like
classy.
that it's like a piece you could have out in your home and not feel too tacky about it.
Let me hear, Billy.
How much does that retail for?
$20 here at the Glassmith.
Only $20?
Only $20. I think even on their website itself it says like $25, but like we just do it for 20. Like we're not trying to make
'Cause we
money on
got
anybody.
you. We got you.
For sure.
Our Luca Bears, $30, which is really good for a nice battery that's gonna last you as well.
What's up with this piece of glass right here?
Okay, so that piece of glass is actually gonna be something that we don't get from a company. This is actually a handmade piece of glass made right here at the Glassmith by one of our artists. His name is Nathan Hollister at @NathanHollister_glass on Instagram. He's a really talented artist. He really knows his stuff. He's been glass blowing for a couple of years now, and we just brought him onto our team. And we really just like to highlight a lot of his glass. He loves his use of color. And he also likes this boot shape, shaped like a boot. There's a snake in my boot.
Definitely shaped like a boot.
On this piece in particular, he used a wig-wag style up the middle with a lot of teals and blues, whites, and the color for the base is a color called Ghost. His carb comes not from the top but from the bottom, so it really allows for the whole thing to clear easily, but it's extended out like in a little like a little deal. Well, hey, and we have pipes like this, always somewhere around $100 to $150. Come through and scoop one today.
Which is worth for something handmade that's gonna last. You could drop this on the concrete, not gonna break.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
You maybe even hit it in the nail with it.
Should I do it?
No.
No.
Okay. So, speaking of cool things at the Glassmith, not only do we have cool products, but we also have cool events going on. Like this past Friday, May 26th, we had Frothing Festival. A Frothing Festival is a music festival that's located within Austin. It's Austin grown. We had Polo Perks out here, Moon BB, Party Van, and Baxter. It was a live event with vendors, over 15 vendors that are all Austin based as well. We had free drinks, free bud. It was just really awesome. The turnout was great. Originally it was planned for our east side location, which many of you probably know that. And the day before it got switched to our west campus location. So I'm just gonna let Billy kind of explain that to y'all.
Basically, a day before this whole thing happened, we're supposed to have people coming from out of town to perform, and all of a sudden,
Flying them out.
a huge gas leak. I believe Tanna was in the trailer when the gas first went off. Tanna, how'd that feel?
I was really sad. I was working. These construction workers came up and asked me if I had a face mask. I said, no. Why? They said, you probably have to close down this truck. We just hit a gas pipe. And then the smell of gas filled the air. And that was it.
So we closed the shop that day. The next day we opened because we thought everything was kind of contained.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening is the gas went underground from the leak, and it migrated underneath our trailer and onto the lot that we were supposed to have the frothing event at.
Shout out the city of Austin.
So last minute, the night before, around 7 p.m., we made the executive decision to move from east side, Cesar Chavez 1906, all the way over to here,
Where
to
we are now.
2512 Rio Grande, heart of West Campus, Rancho Rio Food Park. And we had a great event.
It was pretty big turnout.
Johnny, what did we serve at this?
We served a big thing of Borg. Like we had 2 massive containers of Borg. And
had
we also
froth
had a
juice.
bud bar going on.
Frottastic juice.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had strong and less strong were the names of the drinks.
And they were free. Entry was free. This entire event was free because
The
we do
bud
it for
bar
the people.
free.
Every bar free.
Yeah, it was really cool. It's really
was
cool. I
dope.
can't wait to do it again.
But not only do we have live events like that are planned out, you know, kind of bigger events that we're really like hoping for a big turnout, but we also have our smaller events for those loyal customers that just want to come out and see us and hang out. Johnny, you do one every week. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so like every week I do this thing called the Bud Bar. Basically, like I just set up a table, a couple bongs, a bunch of bud, like definitely a bunch of bud. Like we just move.
When you
through
say
it.
bud, like what do you mean?
THCa. Like we pull out like as much THCa as we can afford for the week to give out. We put it on the table and we give out bong rips until we run out. Basically, it lasts for a couple hours. We start at 8 p.m. and then we go into the night.
What day is it on?
Thursdays. Every
Thursday
Thursday.
night.
And who do you have out there?
I have DJ Samba. He is the coolest dude, like in all of Austin. So like I met this guy, I'd say like a couple months ago. He DJ'd once here at the park because he's friends with our guys over at the Pasteleria.
Diogo.
Diogo makes the best pastels, and he also knows the best DJ. So like this dude, like we just kind of kicked it off. He started playing music I liked, and then like now he's like really becoming a great DJ.
He comes out every Thursday to our Bud Bar, and our Bud Bar is going to be at our 6th Street location located at 1606 East 6th Street. 7 to 9 p.m. usually, sometimes it runs a little later for you guys.
Oh.
This
episode
episode
is
sponsored by The Classic.
All right, guys, so we're super excited about this podcast. We hope that you come back every week and see our special guests and the events that we've got going on at the Glassmith. And since you've made it all the way through our very first podcast, we have a special code for you. All right, so I've been Tanna, this is Billy, and this is Johnny. Make sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube. Go follow us on Instagram at The Glassmith or TikTok at The Glassmith ATX, and stay smoky.